All right, Gavin, what's up, dude? So what I mean by that is you have like a really unique leg lift that comes up, and then you get into this deep hinge position, and your front leg looks super mobile. Like it looks super mobile, where it's swinging open, and you're like flexible enough for your like shoulders and spine and everything in your torso to stay back, but your hips are already like actively rotated forward. Sometimes to where when your front foot hits the ground, it's even like turned. Like if I'm throwing towards home plate right now, like it's even turned a little bit to the left. And I'll send you a screenshot of the video where I saw that. Like sometimes you're a tiny bit open, but there's others where your foot's like this and that front leg is just like swinging your pelvis open. And I think when it gets down to here, you can almost cue yourself to like take the bottom of your shoe and try to like point it at home plate, right? So even if you do that same leg lift, which I think is like swaggy and it looks good, it helps you like get into a really good drop and drift. Like that bottom of your shoe, like cue attacking home plate with it. Like show the bottom of your foot to home plate. So that way you're maybe holding your pelvis back just a tiny bit more, like a tiny bit more. And you land maybe a tiny bit more closed until that front foot hits, and then everything comes through and rotates at the last second, instead of like that front leg just sweeping open and your pelvis already being so far open. That's what I think is the biggest thing. I also think you could maybe gain a little bit of weight, probably in like the 10 to 15 pound range. Knowing you've been a skinny guy, like looking at how you're looking on the mound, probably wouldn't hurt. And then change up wise, so I go two seam, and then I take my middle finger and I press the bottom of the finger in straight down, and it's gonna kill vertical break and give you some straight drop. For me, that has worked with a lot of guys, but you've got to throw it hard and you've got to throw it high because it is gonna drop. Not having a Rapsodo or TrackMan to like track the vertical break really hurts, but it's worth playing around with. Worst case, throw your changeup more often in catch play and just like throw it harder. Don't just baby it all the time, but actually get some like good reps every single day where like you rip a couple changeups. That way you get a better feel for it and you're not just like guessing when you get on the mound. But again, like I go two seam, and then take that middle finger in and press it in on the ball. You don't want to have like a bent finger pressing in because it's gonna pop out and slip out, but you want that finger straight down. All the other fingers can still be long, but we're pressing straight down on the seam. If you're not on the seam, it's probably not gonna work. It works well on the seam. You can also try a four seam version of that, getting like there, or even maybe sliding over and cutting the four seam a little bit this way. Those are my ideas. I really like that. Obviously, remember I was lefty, so I'd be right here. And it feels really comfortable for me to just like stay through it. And I get the ball to be straighter, and then I'm just working up and down, and I'm not missing so much left and right. Hope that makes sense. Hope you're doing well, man. Best of luck.